Have you ever wondered if being too kind could be harmful to you? In a world where generosity is often celebrated, are there hidden dangers in being overly compassionate? On this journey of discovery, we'll explore the surprising ways kindness can harm you. Are you ready to delve into the dark side of kindness? Then join me. Welcome to the Stoic path. Discover the secrets of Stoicism and reach your maximum potential. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Don't miss it, the journey is just beginning. Imagine this scenario. You strive to be generous and kind, giving your best to others without expecting anything in return. This noble attitude, however, can sow seeds of unrealistic expectations. What happens when those expectations aren't met? We sink into disappointment, frustration, and fatigue. The Stoics teach us to accept circumstances as they are, without basing our happiness on the actions of others. By giving without expecting too much in return, we avoid disappointment and practice emotional detachment, which leads to greater peace of mind. But excessive generosity can lead us to expect reciprocity, putting us in a vulnerable position. Often, we become so accustomed to doing everything for others that they assume we will always be there to cover their backs. The result: bad moods, fatigue, and disappointment. The key is to find joy in the act of giving itself without expecting anything in return. Keeping our expectations realistic helps us preserve our peace of mind and avoid falling into the cycle of giving without receiving. Practicing moderation in our generosity is critical. By balancing our giving, we maintain control over our actions and avoid falling into patterns that deplete our emotional well-being. Giving all the time can lead others to expect us to always be there for them, neglecting our own needs and priorities. What happens when we sacrifice our priorities for others? We find ourselves in a cycle of giving without receiving, draining our energy and undermining our emotional well-being. Practicing moderation allows us to maintain control over our actions and avoid falling into exhausting habits. Setting clear boundaries and living according to our own virtues is essential to maintaining balance. By taking on the responsibilities of others, we not only enable them to stay in their comfort zone, but we neglect our own needs and priorities. Recognizing and addressing our own needs is not selfishness, it is a form of self-care and preserving our authenticity. By setting healthy boundaries, we foster more equitable relationships and grow as individuals. Self-discipline and self-control are essential to cultivating inner strength. Setting boundaries allows us to stand up for ourselves and assert our worth. By saying no in a firm but respectful way, we earn respect and dignity. What happens when you find yourself running away from yourself in constant service to others? Recognizing those uncomfortable emotions that arise in solitude is the first step toward authenticity. Setting healthy boundaries allows us to honor our own needs and priorities. Cultivating an authentic and meaningful life involves living according to our own virtues. By setting clear boundaries, we protect ourselves from exploitation and open ourselves to true human connection based on honesty and integrity. Indiscriminate generosity can attract needy and opportunistic people. Practicing moderation and discernment allows us to cultivate authentic and mutually beneficial relationships based on reciprocity and respect. What is the cost of being seen as an authority figure? Lack of boundaries makes us vulnerable to exploitation. By setting firm boundaries, we value ourselves enough to demand respect and dignity. By saying no, we transform the way others see us. We stop being easy prey for incessant demands and become strong individuals, capable of standing up for our boundaries. Respect comes not only from what we do for others, but also from how we treat ourselves. By setting boundaries and practicing self-discipline, we send a clear message to the world. We deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Self-discipline protects us from falling into addictive patterns that can arise when we feel constantly drained and needy. By paying attention to warning signs and accepting observations from those around us, we demonstrate a genuine commitment to our well-being and personal growth. Cultivating a genuine reputation involves acting virtuously, regardless of how others may perceive us. By focusing on living in harmony with our principles and values, we build authentic relationships based on mutual respect and appreciation. Ultimately, balanced generosity allows us to find a middle ground between prioritizing others and prioritizing ourselves. By practicing self-discipline and discernment, we cultivate a fuller, more meaningful life, based on honesty and integrity. Are you willing to listen to your own feelings and set healthy boundaries? Do you dare to say no when necessary and prioritize yourself? Are you ready to cultivate authentic relationships based on reciprocity and respect? By practicing balanced generosity, we not only benefit ourselves, but we also create a more compassionate and just world. With that said, thank you, and until next time. If you've made it this far, please write in the comments, "I'm worth a lot." We sincerely hope that this journey has enlightened you. We appreciate your company in the Stoic path. If this journey has resonated with you, please leave us a like, share the inspiration, and subscribe to keep moving forward together. Keep exploring, learning, and growing until the next video.